Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today's video is going to go over website traffic in regard to advancing your online business and capitalizing on increasing your revenue via sales. I got this question recently, maybe like a month or two ago, just asking flat out, how many website visitors should I get each day? Now, I've gotten this question before in the past as well when I first started creating different business tip videos right here on this YouTube channel about 3 to 4 years ago. So I get some of the same questions asked very frequently, and I don't have any problem with answering the questions. If you do have questions regarding business that you would like me to answer, be sure to go to my website, which is keepingupwithbrittney.com. There is a form at the bottom of the page where you can submit different questions and inquiries. Be sure to go ahead and leave your questions there or leave a comment under the video. Like I said, I'm more than happy to answer any questions. Before we get into this video going over website traffic and sales and things like that, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Liking the channel, subscribing to the channel, leaving comments, that helps the channel grow. It also gives me indication of who is enjoying the content. So I really appreciate you all's feedback. It literally takes 1 moment, 1 second to just hit the subscribe button if you're not already. And then also leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy content like this, I truly appreciate it. And without further ado, we're going to get right into the video. Now, I do want to forewarn you all that I am going to be looking down because I have my notes on my phone. And the first thing that I want to start off with is just reiterating the fact, and I've reiterated this sometime in the past too, I'm not a strictly numbers person. And the reason that I'm not strictly a numbers person, meaning I don't look at numbers only, the reason that is because numbers, I know people say numbers don't lie, but numbers can be deceiving when you're looking at creating a tailored plan and a strategy to reach your monetary goals for your business, being because you can literally have one business that has 10,000 website visitors, right? They are paying for ads. Let's say they're paying and I have my scenario here. Let's say they're paying 2,000 in ads each month. They've gotten 2 sales for the entire month, and the month is about over, and they made $500 profit. Now, if you take a look at that scenario, okay, this business, we're just looking at the numbers, 10,000 website visitors. They had 2 sales worth $500, and they spent $2,000 that month in marketing. You can also factor in how long they've been in business. So they've been in business for 2 years, okay? At this point, they have a lot of traffic. They got 10,000 website visitors, but we can also take another business that has been in business for, let's say, a year. They have 1,000 website visitors, and the website visitors that they have, from the website visitors that they got, they had 20 sales totaling, let's say 4,000 in sales, and they spent $0 in advertising. Okay, they're advertising via YouTube, they're advertising via Facebook. They created different email mailing lists and things like that. So they're using their resources without paying for paid ads. Again, I want to put this out there. There's nothing wrong with paying for paid ads. I just want to give you a scenario, and I'm saying again because I've mentioned this in some other videos too. But if you take those two dynamics, at that point, it really doesn't mean much to say, I got 10,000 website visitors. If the 10,000 website visitors you got, 2 of them converted to sales, and 1,000 in this company had a lot more sales with less advertising expenses. It all depends on what exactly you're looking for. If you're looking for just website traffic, getting website traffic is not hard to do. You could literally go set up some paid ads right now and have people go into your website. The thing with that is, a lot of businesses that I work with that do that, they realize that sometimes when they're not organic marketing and when they don't have the correct target audience, and they set up these ads, they realize that they're spending a lot in advertising, they're getting website traffic, but the people that are coming to their website aren't their target audience. So that means they're not interested in what they're offering. That means that they may have got redirected to the website looking for something else that company doesn't offer. They're not interested in going out or checking out on the website. They're not leaving any abandoned cart. So they're going to the website and they're clicking right off because it's something that they're not interested in. Versus if you focus on not just how many people are coming to your website, but what people are doing when they're getting to your website, who's coming to your website, what are they interested in. You can find all of this out looking through your website analytics. So I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into that. And so I also want to say, when you research this question, how much traffic should my online business get, you're going to realize that you find a lot of different answers, okay? Because there's not a one size fits all to this question. So I'm going to go ahead and Google that. How many website visitors should I get each month? So when I first pull up that question, I get an answer from a blog, and the blog is it says ideally you should post new content once a day. Websites that post daily are more likely to get between 15,001 and 250,000 visitors per month, and less likely to get between 1,001 and 15,000 visitors than websites that post monthly. The amount of content is, of course, dependent on the size of your team and audience. I have another website here that says you could have 200 website visitors per month and 20% or 40 of them become inquiries, or you could have 1,000 website visitors per month, but only 40%. So that's kind of like what I just described. Another website, they say the rule of thumb for an average small firm in our industry is 1,000 visitors per month. So it just kind of depends. Like, there's different responses on Quora. Quora going over, what other people believe. Some people say 5,000, some people say 50,000. So it all depends. There's so many factors that goes into how much website traffic should my business get. So knowing that, you have to decide what your goal is. If you're looking at building your business, if you're looking at being able to have repeat business, we can't just focus on the exact number of people. We want to make sure that we're being strategic in everything that we're doing. So yes, I'm paying attention to how many people are coming to my website, but I'm not just focused on the number. I'm actually looking at their behavior. So I use Shopify. There is a link down below if you want to convert your business over to Shopify, or if you'd like to try it, go ahead and click that link down below if you're interested. But I've been using Shopify for some years, and Shopify has their analytics set up where you can see how many people are coming to your website, where they came from as well, what page they're landing on, and just a lot of information. So I'm looking to see, okay, are people coming from Facebook? Are people coming from Instagram? Where's the majority of my audience this month? Okay, that's going to help me understand where I need to put more focus on, where I need to put certain sales at, where I need to put certain information at, because it lets me know the people that are looking on this platform, they're coming to my website. I also want to look at the conversion rate. So this many people came over, but how many people are actually adding products to their cart? How long are the people staying on my website? Are they staying for literally like 5 seconds and then getting right off? Are they staying for a few minutes and browsing? Like, what are they doing? Because if they're not staying long enough, I want to see what I can do to enhance their experience. I want them to be able to stay on the website longer than 5 seconds. If they're staying on the website, I noticed for like maybe 5-6 minutes, which is an extremely long time to be on a website, and there's no conversion. They're not converting to abandoned carts. They're not converting to actual sales. I want to figure out where the disconnect is. Are a lot of people going there and then, going to opening another tab and going to another website? Are people going there and reading the information? Do I have too much information? Is it too complicated to find out where my sales are? Is it too complicated to complete the checkout purchase? Like, what are they doing? Once I find out the behavior, once I find out where my customers are coming from, and I also find out that my visitors are in my target audience, this is where I can put together a strategy of how to perfect and refine the website experience for website visitors, okay? So for me, when I first started off, I started out with my website. I looked to have website visitors of, I think I was aiming at like 60 per week. And I didn't have paid ads going on exactly when I first started my website, but I quickly got them. And I realized that, okay, now people are coming to my website, but the inquiries that I was getting, the emails that I was getting, the submissions that people were going to my website, like, and typing in for the inquiries, they weren't really about what I was offering. They were looking for braiding hair, and I was selling virgin hair, like bundles, the enclosures at that time. So I'm like, okay, I got people coming, and yes, I could work on, having a conversation to see if the visitors that were interested in braiding hair would also be interested in what I'm offering. But I do have to also realize that I'm not in my exact target audience, okay? Because these people aren't necessarily looking for what I have to offer. So I had to refine different things, and I found out through that period that marketing organically is way more efficient because I had less people coming than when I was paying for ads, but the people that were coming were interested in what I was offering. So I was getting more sales, I was getting more inquiries, I had more people transitioning to abandoned carts than when I had so many people coming to my website looking for something that I did not offer. So it's important again to not get stuck on the number, but rather than the behavior of the visitors on the site, and then have a plan for what you're going to do. Each week, I take a look and I see what's going on with my website, how many abandoned carts I have. I'm reaching out to my abandoned carts. I'm looking to see how many people are coming from Facebook, how many people are coming from Instagram. I'm not looking at just the likes. I'm not looking at just the Instagram page and saying, okay, well, I got 2 likes on this picture. I didn't get any on that. Okay, people are subscribing to my or following my Instagram, but I'm actually looking to see how that converts over to my website. So it's very important to get in the analytics. It's very important to understand what is going on with your business, what people are doing when they come to your website, if people are able to get what it is they're looking for, and then also being able to reach out and ask questions as well. When people sign up for your email mailing list, reaching back out and asking them how their experience on your website was. Do they need any assistance with anything? So there's some footwork that we need to put in that as well in order to make the traffic count, because there are so many people that I mentor that have gotten into business, they're in commerce, and they're like, look, I have people coming to my website, they just don't want what I have to offer. It's not necessarily that. Those people that are coming today, they may not want what you're offering, but then that's an opportunity to change who you're targeting. That's an opportunity to better refine your niche, your target audience, because you want to speak to people that are wanting and looking for what it is you have to offer. Now, of course, you're going to get people that come to the website that may not want what you offer. And there may be some times where you're going to talk to them, ask additional questions, and end up finding out that you do have some things that can assist them, even though they may have not thought that initially. However, you want the majority of people coming to your website interested in what it is you're offering. For example, if I go to Dunkin' Donuts, for an example, I'm going there for donuts. I'm not going to Dunkin' Donuts for steak. So if Dunkin' Donuts had a rush of people going to their store and they're all looking for steak and potatoes for dinner, yeah, they had a lot of traffic, but the traffic really isn't for what it is they're selling. Now, some of those people that come in for steak and potatoes, I'm sure they'll leave with a donut, but most of the people that were looking for steak and potatoes are going to reroute and find the place that's offering steak and potatoes. So it doesn't do any justice to your business to just have a lot of people coming in that are interested, in my opinion. Some things that you want to take into consideration when you're looking at the traffic, though, is how long have you been in business? So if you've been in business for 2 years and you're reading different blogs, trying to figure out, how much what website traffic are other businesses in my niche that have been in business for as long as me, how much traffic are they getting? You want to be sure that you're comparing. If you're going to compare apples to apples, you don't want to compare your website traffic with someone that has been in business for 10 years. And then you don't want to compare your website traffic to someone that is paying extensively in website ads, because at that point, I mean, you're looking at, you're comparing a business that doesn't have any paid ads, so you're not having any assistance in that aspect. You're just organic versus, and looking at a company that's organic and paying for ads. So you want to make sure that it matches. Now, when you are looking at paid ads, if you're going to do it, there is a way to do it right, where you do pay for a specific, like you pay for certain search terms, and you just make sure that you do everything correctly. Because when I first did my paid ads, I didn't really pay attention to certain keywords. I didn't pay attention to certain areas. I was just going off. I was just click, adding certain things, and then just publishing my ads. So you want to make sure that you're more strategic than that. And even with being strategic, you may notice that, wow, I put these words in, but I'm still getting people asking for just this. So you want to be cautious of that and mindful of that. But that's something that you want to take into consideration, just, looking to see how long you've been in business. Also, the marketing strategy. What is your marketing strategy? If your strategy is converting, let's say you have a service and you're wanting to convert the people that are interested in this service over to purchasing an ebook that you just created. You want to make sure that you're targeting that audience with a strategic sale that caters to what they're looking for, what they're doing. You want to promote that service in a way that captures their attention and lets them know that you have something to pair with that you have something that can further their interest in whatever it is you're offering, if that makes sense. So just figuring out your marketing strategy and then understanding your customers or potential customers' behaviors. What are people doing when they come to your website? What are they asking for when they reach out to you? How many times are they reaching out to you before you notice that they're actually going back to the website to make the order? How many people are making an order the first time that they go to your website? What page are they landing at? Are they landing on your homepage? If the majority of people are landing on your homepage and you're offering sales or promoting a new service, you want to make sure that that's on your homepage. Also, what are you doing, or what are you advertising when they get to your homepage? Are you advertising your email mailing list? I have so many people that are not advertising their email mailing list, and they say, hey, no one's signing up for my newsletter. I go on their website, I try to sign up for their newsletter, and I cannot find it. And like I said a minute ago in the beginning of the video, some people aren't going to stay on your website for 6 minutes. Some people may, but even if they are there for 6 minutes, they may not actually be there for 6 minutes. Like, they may have just had the website page up, but the typical potential customer is not going to stay on your website for a super long time looking at your products and services, unless you have a website where it's like a blog, or they're getting some information. But if it's something where you're selling products and services, people typically don't stay on a website for too long. Let me Google that. How long do people stay on websites? Let's just see what Google says. And although, just because you Google something, like I showed you in the beginning of the video, doesn't mean you're going to find the same answer. But I just wanted to show you all that a lot of companies will agree with me, and a lot of blogs, with the fact that people don't stay on the website for too long. So one study that shows the average time that a site visitor spends on a website is 52 seconds across all industries. Another form says, according to the Nielsen Norman Group, viewers typically leave a website within 10 to 20 seconds. You won't get a second chance to make a good first impression. So people aren't staying on the website for too long. They're just not. So you want to make sure that when they're there, you're capitalizing on your email mailing list. You're capitalizing on promoting different sales or new services and products if you need to. You want to see how many times they're coming to your website before they make that purchase. You can see all of that information through Shopify. So again, that link is down below if you want to click over, or switch over. But you want to make sure that when you're looking at building your e-commerce business, you have the tools necessary. You want to know what's going on. There are so many people that are looking to create business plans and that really want their business to succeed, but they're not looking at behaviors. They're not looking really at the results from the traffic. They're not looking at where the traffic is coming from. They're really not looking at that. They're just looking at, well, how many website visitors should I get per month? Get your website visitors, but get the right people visiting your website. Okay, that's even more important than just getting a lot of people coming. Like I said before, it can be very deceiving if you're focused just on the numbers, if you're focused just on the likes. So I like to focus on the analytics. What I'm posting, how is that how is that translating to the benefit of my business? What I am seeing as far as people going to my website, are these people that are actually interested in what I'm offering? If they're interested and they're still not purchasing, okay, let's narrow it down to see exactly where the disconnect is. Let's reach out and ask some additional questions. Let's follow up with abandoned carts. Let's send out tailored newsletters. Let's do what we can to make sure we're enhancing that experience. And then also, we want to focus on repeat buyers. So understanding the behavior again goes to, well, how many people are coming back after they purchase? How many people are coming back after they receive the service and product? Service and or product. So all of that matters. So to sum it up, I hope I did a good job explaining that there really is no specific number that you need to have each month in order for your business to be successful. What I do now is I try to increase the number of website visitors that I have each month from my last month. Okay. And when I'm doing that, I'm still keeping in focus more than the numbers. I'm making sure that I'm keeping in my niche, that I'm attracting my target audience, that I'm connecting with people that are interested in what it is I have to offer. So what's most important, I wrote this down, is the type and potential. So the right audience, how many people are actually becoming repeat customers, repeat buyers, and the visitors' action, so their behaviors while they're on the site. So I really hope that that helped. If you are in need of having a structured, tailored business plan for your e-commerce business, be sure to reach out to me. I do offer business consultations. I've been doing business consultations now for about 3 years. I've helped so many businesses. If you are interested, be sure to check out my website, which is badchickhair.com. That link is down below as well. That website has all of my products and services that I offer. The Keeping Up with Brittney website that I mentioned earlier in the video, that website has more so of my events, where I'll be at, different workshops that I'm doing, different days that my podcast airs. It just has a lot of information pertaining to what I'm doing and just growing our community. But if you are interested in having a business consultation, that link is down below through badchickhair.com. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I really hope that you all subscribe, that you like this content, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.